They were chanting that the whole world is watching.
If we leave here without saying anything about why we came in the first place, it'll be heartbreaking.
Last summer, why did you come to the convention?
To end the war.
So in some sense, you really disappeared into Jerry Rubin in this movie. How did you get in touch with sort of the essence of this like very large personality?
Well, first of all, thank you. I think the greatest compliment that you can give an actor is that they have, is that the hope is you can disappear enough so that you just meet the character. And that's always, I think, my ultimate hope. There's a lot of things. I think I do a lot of research. There's a lot of source material when you're playing a person who was a living person. So that you do a deep dive into footage of them. There's a lot of footage of Jerry speaking. There's a lot of footage of Jerry being a sort of merry prankster on talk shows. Jerry wrote a number of books. There's a lot of great books about the period and about this trial and about the summer of 1968. So there's all of that, and then you kind of trying to internalize that. I did a lot of sort of work on voice, and then your imagination, and then you kind of just trust how your instincts are going to run with it. And so I think all of that has to be done before you come anywhere near the set, so that you don't ever feel like you're acting. You just are that person, and you're in those circumstances. I think there's a line in Hamlet where he says, "For use can almost change the stamp of nature." And I guess if I have an approach to acting, it's that. I think, you can try and change your stamp if you kind of work at it painstakingly enough.
You all right?
I was until I saw that.
Is it true, when I was doing reading before this, that you wanted to be sprayed with tear gas? That you asked Aaron to spray you?
I think that got taken a bit out of context. I think, I always, whatever the scene is and whatever the circumstances are, I think I always feel a great sense of responsibility to try and understand it and understand the situation the character is in, so that I can serve it truthfully and accurately. But I guess the thing about that is, what I would never want is is to conflate these two things, which is, on the one hand, actors making a film and real people who are in cities all over this country and all over the world right now, encountering aggression, police aggression and police brutality and tear gas. So yeah, I'm just trying to serve the scene, and a lot of that is imagination.
Yeah. I love it. And I think this movie really gave me a new insight on the Yippies. We did not learn a ton of accurate stuff in our school books, so I am happy to have seen this movie and to really know what was going on.